So in our previous video, we discussed how to add two algebraic expressions, and in this video, let's learn how to subtract algebraic expressions. And let's take two basic expressions, very simple expressions. Let's say expression 1 is 3x plus 2y minus 6, and expression 2 is 11y minus 5x plus 99. Okay, or let's say minus 99. If you have to subtract 2 from 1, subtract expression 2 from 1. It means you have to perform 1 minus 2. Okay, now 1 minus 2, that is expression 1 minus expression 2. If you do this, if you remember, we have discussed that when we were learning addition of algebraic expressions, we learned that it's always good practice to put expressions within bracket. And we said that when we will learn about subtraction of algebraic expressions, at that time importance of bracket will be clear to us. So let's put expression 1 within a bracket, 3x plus 2y minus 6. Then you have to subtract, so minus sign, and put this bracket. This is 11y minus 5x minus 99. Okay, so now let's open the bracket. So this becomes 3x plus 2y minus 6. Minus sign outside the bracket. Within the bracket is plus. So whenever minus fights with plus, it makes it minus. So minus 11y. Minus outside the bracket, minus within the bracket. So minus fights with minus becomes plus. This is plus 5x. Minus outside the bracket, minus inside the bracket. Minus fights with minus makes it plus. So this is plus 99. This becomes 3x plus 2y and plus, put the minus sign within the bracket, and plus minus 11y. It's always good to put the minus within a bracket so that you don't ignore the minus sign when we talk about terms. Plus 5x and plus 99. Now, if we look at this term 3x and the term 5x, these two are like terms. So add them, this becomes 3x plus 5x. Then if you look at this 2y and this minus 11y, these are two like terms, so add them together. You can see the importance of putting the negative number within a negative term within a bracket. So you don't have to think of whether the outside the bracket is plus or what. You simply now have to add. After removing the brackets and then arranging them within a bracket, this minus sign, you now can simply add them together. So 3x plus 5x, and here plus, this is 2y plus minus 11y. The term, this term plus this term. Then plus, now this minus 6 and 99 are like terms, so add them together. So within the bracket is minus 6 plus 99. 3x plus 5x is 8x plus, this is 2y minus 11y. Outside the bracket is plus, within the bracket is minus. Plus minus becomes minus 11y plus minus 6. Minus 6 plus 99. 8x, this becomes minus 9y, and this becomes minus plus 93. Right? So this is the expression that we get after subtracting the expression 2 from expression 1. Let's take another example. Let's say we have minus 3x squared y squared plus 5y squared x squared minus 6xyz and plus 11. This is expression 1. Then you have minus 11 minus 11 Now let's take another example. Let's say we have minus 3x squared y squared minus 7y squared z squared minus 3xyz minus 11. This is expression 1. And then you have minus 8 z squared y squared minus 100 y squared x squared, then plus 20. This is expression 2. Now you have to subtract expression 2 from expression 1. That is, we have to perform 1 minus 2. So if we do this, again put within the bracket, that is minus 3x squared y squared minus 7y squared z squared minus 3xyz minus 11. Then minus sign, this one. Then within the bracket, minus 8z squared y squared minus 100 y squared x squared and plus 20. So this becomes minus, let's open the bracket, minus 3x squared y squared, because here it's plus outside the bracket, so every sign will remain the same. Minus 7y squared z squared minus 3xyz minus 11. Now outside the bracket is minus, within the bracket is minus, it makes it positive. 8z squared y squared. Outside is minus, inside is minus, minus with minus makes it positive. 100 y squared x squared. Outside is minus, inside is positive, minus with positive makes it minus 20. Right? So now, if you make this like this one, this is minus 3x squared y squared and plus minus 7y squared z squared plus minus 3xyz plus minus 11 plus 8z squared y squared plus 100 y squared x squared and minus 20. Sorry, plus and puts this within the bracket with minus sign. That makes our calculation actually easier. Okay, now if you look at this term, that is minus 3x squared y squared and this 100y squared x squared, these two are actually like terms. Now you would say this is x squared y squared and this is y squared x squared. Aren't they different? No. As we discussed, you first check are the variables same? Yes, here it is x, here it is x, here it is y, here it is y. Then check the number of variables, are that same? X is 2, x is 2, y is 2, y is 2. Yes, everything is same, they are like terms. Add them together. So this becomes within the bracket. Now minus 3 x squared y squared and plus 100 y squared x squared. Then if you look at this term, that is minus 7y squared z squared and 8z squared y squared, these are two like terms, exactly in the same way as these two terms were like terms, irrespective of the order of their variables. So again, plus this is minus 7y squared z squared and plus 8z squared y squared. And again, if you look here, this doesn't have any like term, it's alone, but this minus 11 and minus 20, these are two like terms. So first write this one, that is plus minus 3xyz, we don't have anything to add to this, then plus minus 11 plus minus 20. Now if you do this, this is actually minus 3x squared y squared plus 100y squared x squared. So this becomes 97. Now you can write either x squared y squared or y squared x squared. That doesn't make any difference. That doesn't make any difference. Now here it is plus, this is minus 7y squared z squared plus 8z squared y squared. This makes it y squared z squared, because 8 minus 7 is 1 and we don't need to write 1 if it is coefficient. Then plus outside the bracket, within the bracket is minus, so this is minus 3xyz. Then this is minus 11, this is minus 20, it makes it minus 31. This makes it minus 31. So minus 31 and outside the bracket is plus. When bracket opens, this makes it minus only. So minus 31. This is the answer for subtraction of these two terms. Okay, suppose we had these, if we had these two expressions and it was asked that first subtract 2 from 1, that is what we have performed here, then it's asked to further subtract another expression from this one. Like let's say we have a third expression. It can be anything. So if it's asked that first subtract 2 from 1 that we got, then whatever we get the result, subtract 3 from that one. So you will subtract the third expression given to you, right? So it's like you do things in a given pattern or in a way it has been asked for. Okay, so always remember that you can subtract 2 or more expressions as per the requirement or whatever rules are given to you. Okay, so this was all about subtraction, and in the next video hopefully we'll be doing some more problems on addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions.